another training video, and this one is about the only three things you need to start. And that means that after these three things, you'll be absolutely prepared to start your own business. And actually, we're going to cover the first of those three things today in this video. So we've got a lot to cover, and let's jump right in. Before we get to the three things that you need in order to start, we need to review why we teach. Why should we use teaching as a way for us to build a business, and why is this really the best option for us? And in order to really explain this, I've created something called the Learn and Teach framework. Because what I've found is that teaching alone doesn't really fulfill you. You need to always be learning and teaching. And when you learn something new, you can take what you've learned and then you can go and teach it to someone else. And this is how you can distribute knowledge and you can spread knowledge. Now, you don't always have to charge money for what you teach people, right? Sometimes you just help people and you help them learn something and it feels good. And that's probably why most of us have become teachers in the first place. It feels really good to help other people. But we also need to remember that we should always be improving ourselves as well. And that's where learning comes into play. And basically, it's my philosophy that if you focus on learning and you focus on teaching, then it's going to be really hard for you to get depressed and to be sad and to just not be fulfilled in life. So that's why I've put together this Learn and Teach framework. When you learn and you teach, you're focusing on improvement. Learning is improving yourself, and teaching is improving other people. And if that's what you focus on in your life, you're going to be happy. And even bigger than ourselves and the people immediately around us, if we focus on improving ourselves and we improve others through teaching, then we can greatly improve our world overall. And this is part of the philosophy behind this teaching revolution, is that anybody can teach because all they need to do is start by learning. If you don't know something, you can learn it, and then once you've learned it, you can teach it. And this might not sound like a completely revolutionary idea, but it's something that a lot of people just don't consider. And once we start to think about it on a deeper level, it becomes clear to us how important this really is. And you've already heard me talk so much about moving away from the traditional way of teaching and accepting this new, non-traditional approach to teaching. And when I share these ideas with people, there are some objections. Some people have objections to this. They say, well, learning online is not as effective as learning offline, so why do you focus so much on online learning and online teaching? And I don't think that that's true. I think that there are different people who learn differently, and some people can greatly benefit from online teaching and online learning. And then there are some people who just don't want to try it and don't want to do it, and that's okay. And those are different audiences, different groups of people. So I don't think that we need to force everyone online. I don't think that we need to force everyone away from the traditional methods and the traditional system of teaching that has been used up to this point. But I do believe that the non-traditional way is going to continue to expand and grow and become more popular, because more and more people are going to be born into the world where the internet has always existed. And I've also already told you about our MVP method and how we can sell something before we create it. And for a lot of people, that also just blows their mind, or it's just a completely new idea. But sometimes people ask me, or maybe you might even be asking at this point, why teaching? Like, if you wanted to make money or do business, then why would you connect that with teaching? Able to help other people quit their jobs and start businesses in teaching. I thought that teachers just play with little kids all day and show them how to count from 1 to 10